Hi, math friends. It is time for another fun and exciting math video. We're going to start by counting by 10. So get your fingers ready. You ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Good job. Let's name some of our 10s. You ready? 40, 10, 30, 60, 90, 20, 50, 80, 100, 70. Good job. Okay, today we're still on Module 5. Our goal for today is counting tens and ones. Here are our goals. I can count how many tens and how many ones. All right, and we're going to be charting them, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. And of course, the tricky teens, I can recognize that T numbers are 1, 10, and some ones. All right, here are some blocks, and these blocks have been stacked into groups of 10, or we call them tens, and then there are some left over, and we call those ones. Friends, we count our tens by 10. You ready? Count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. There are 9 tens, or 90. We would write 90 like this. Right? Today we're just going to count how many tens and then how many ones, and we're going to put those two numbers together to see what our total is. Okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tens. I'm going to put that on my chart. Okay? 9 tens. And do you see those left over? We call those ones. We have 2 of those. 1, 2. 2 ones. All right, friends, so 9 tens and 2 ones, that's 92. 92. And I can count them a different way to show you. I can count the tens by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And then I can count on from 90 with the ones. 91, 90, and one more is 91, 92. So there are 92 blocks on this screen in this picture. 90, 91, 92. So it checks out. We can count the tens, and then we can count the ones, and it's 92. Right? And that's our goal for today. We're just going to count the tens and the ones. You don't have to count on like I just did. I just wanted to show you a different way of counting these. And of course, you could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 92, but that would take all day. And I'm just showing you a quick, fast, fluent way to recognize these big quantities and count them really, really fast. All right, let's try some more. All right, friends, now it's your turn. Get something to write with. And count how many tens. You don't have to count 10, 20, 30, 40, but you can count 1, 2, 3, 4 on the tens and count how many ones. Write those in the chart that I have below. You see this chart? You can make that really quickly. And then put those two numbers together and you should have the correct total. Okay, and then press play and we'll check your answer. All right, let's check your work. Let's start with our tens. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sticks of 10. So our first number in our chart is 7. Now let's chart our ones. You ready? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. So 7 tens and 5 ones. That's the number 75, friends. Say 75. Great job. All right, friends, here's another one. I want you to pause the video, count how many tens, how many ones, write it on a little chart, and then press play and we'll check your work, okay? Go ahead, count away. All right, let's check your work. Let's start with our tens. You ready? Let's count the tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our first number is 5. And then let's count our ones. 1, 2, 3. 3 ones. So 5 tens and 3 ones. That's the number 53, friends. 53. Did you get 53? Great job. Let's try another one. You ready? Pause the video, count how many tens, how many ones, and then write it on a chart. Press play and we'll check your work. Let's check your work. You ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, or 4 tens. So 4 tens. And let's check our ones. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 tens and 6 ones. That's 46, friends. 46. All right, friends. In addition to practicing charting tens and ones, we're also going to practice our T numbers. So get ready to call out these numbers. You ready? 13, 18, 11, 17, 14, 19, 15, 12, 16. Good job, friends. All right, friends. So in addition to learning what our T numbers look like and being able to name them, we're going to also have to count sets for the T numbers and match a number to the set to tell how many. So let's get started. We can count these beans 2 ways. We can count them by ones. Let's count these beans by 1. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 13 beads. That strategy is counting them one at a time. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 13. There's a faster way to count, and we've been practicing this day after day after day. I'm going to show you a way. This strategy is called box 10. Say box 10. We're going to start by boxing 10 and then see how many beans are left over. Okay? So I know I see 5 here and 5 here. I know that is 10. I see it with my eyes. I don't really have to count, but I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I see that there are 3 left over. I can write my tens and my ones and write that number together. I should have 2 numbers put together. A 2-digit number, friends. 1 10, 3 ones, that's 13. See, we get the same result, but it's just a little faster if you box 10. All right, unfortunately, the objects that we count aren't going to be organized this lovely. Some of them are going to be mixed up like these. Pause the video and see if you can count these. You can either count 1, 2, 3, count beans at 1 at a time, or you can find 10 and then see how many ones you have, okay? So go ahead and pause and then press play and we'll check your work. All right, let's check your work. I'm going to start with this bean. I'm going to get 10. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10. And I see that I have 4 beans left over. So 1, 10, and 4 is 14. You can also count that. You can also count that by ones. Ready? Start with here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we get the same number. But boxing in 10, finding 10 is just a little bit faster, friends. Okay, well, let's try the next one. Are you ready? I'm going to start by boxing 10. Start over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. There's 10. And I notice that I have 5 ones left over. So 1 10 and 5 ones is 15. Okay? And the ones that we do on Nearpod today will be a little easier because we'll have a row of 10 and then some ones. All right, you ready? I can also count them one at a time, but it'll take a little longer. But that's okay. If that way works for you, go ahead and do that way. Let's count one at a time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we get the same number by counting one at a time as we did with boxing 10 in first. Boxing 10 in first is just a little faster, and you will see as our numbers get really, really big, we're going to do the box 10 strategy to count them fairly quick. All right, and here's our problem of the day. This problem of the day is not for everybody. It's just for my friends who cannot access Nearpod. I want to know how many shoes there are. Pause the video and think about how many 10s and how many 1s. Go ahead and box 10 in, friends, and I'll do that for you right now. Are you ready? So here's 10, and here's 10. There you go. So I see 2 10s. How many 1s do I have? All right. Send me that number. You can text me, text your teacher. They'll get it to me. This is a great way for you to participate and practice math without going on Nearpod. For my Nearpod friends, stay tuned. Your work is coming up. All right. If you're using the Nearpod app, go on the app and enter the code GRVEF. That's GRVEF. And that'll help you find my lesson. If you're coming from Kinderlines, just click the button and it'll take you right to the lesson. All right. Here is the first activity we're going to be doing is counting how many 10s and how many 1s and charting the numbers on the little chart. And then see if you can name the number. You don't have to write the number out or record your voice or anything. Just see if you practice naming the number. You ready? So if you need to hear the directions, press this little play button. To get the directions out of your way, plus the blue button, it'll go up and get out of your way. So let's count how many 10s. I see 1, 2. 2 10s. How many 1s, friend? 1, 1. That's number is 21. 21. All right, so you're going to be doing that for this line. Count the 10s and 1s. Count more 10s and 1s. Count some 10s and 1s. Count some 10s and 1s. And then we're going to get to this slide. And these numbers are in order from 10 to 100. Count by 10 and fill in the missing numbers. So let's try it. You ready? Count with me. 10, 20. What comes next? 30, 40, 50. And then see if you can figure out the rest of the numbers up to 100, okay? So count by 10s and fill in those numbers. Learning these numbers will help you write all of the numbers between 1 and 100. So these numbers are very important, okay? And our last activity is, for each picture of objects, count and write how many. It may be helpful to box 10 and count the 1s. Put those two numbers together to find the teen number. So you can do it 2 ways, friends. You can count 1, 2, 3, and count the objects one object at a time until you count all the objects, or you can find 10. And friends, I'll give you a hint. Each of these rows should be 10. So here's 10. How many 1s, friends? 5. So the first one is 15. Let's do the next one by counting 1 at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's my 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, the other way you could do that is to box your 10, which is the first row, and then count how many 1s, which was 9. All right. So there are 2 slides of that where you're going to find 10 and write how many 10s and 1s, or the box 10 way, or you can count them one at a time. Okay? It's up to you. Whatever works best for you. That does it for me today. I'll see you tomorrow in our next math video. Bye.